On this segment of Have a Drink with Me, I am joined by a wonderful man who I've been checking out online for a while now on his social media. I'm talking with Paul, the Colorado beer guy. Hello, Paul. Thank you for having a drink with me on this wonderful, wonderful day here. So let's talk about you. I'm sure my viewers are wondering, why is this guy from Colorado on the show? You've done a lot of really cool things in the last couple of years. How did you first get into craft beer?
Oh gosh, craft beer. We moved to Texas from England in 1978. And England, of course, had the beer culture, even as a 10-year-old. Great memories going to the pubs with my dad. The Whitbread Brewery was right behind our school, so the smell of malt and hops in the air. And yeah, so it was an early part of my life, and now as an older guy, a nostalgic part of my life. But I feel like I rode the craft beer wave as it first started taking off in the early 80s, and had a beer of the month club and other things that really immersed me into that scene, and was a brewery owner at one point. So yeah, it's beer's been a part of my life.
Forever, right?
Yeah.
Around the Lenten season, you decided to do a 46-day beer-only fast. What gave you that idea?
Gosh, it was actually the third time I've done a beer only Lenten fast of that length. What made this year different was that I chose to do it as the Guinness diet also. So it was just Guinness, water, and vitamins, electrolytes during that time. But as far as the original idea, that's nothing new. That dates back to the 1600s and the good old Paul Anna friars. We typically call them monks, but there's a distinction between friars and monks. And basically, they did a Lenten beer only fast, and used primarily a Doppelbock, which has now become what we know as Salvatore, the Paul Anna Salvatore. So this heavy liquid bread that helped them get through that Lenten period, which is the 40 days, a traditional 40-day fast, plus the 6 Sundays. They were permitted to actually eat a little on each Sunday. For those of us that have done this fast, we tend to just go straight through, no food, because it actually makes it harder to introduce food into the equation once a week. So you can thank the good old Paul Anna friars of Munich, Germany for the idea, 420 some odd years ago. A lot of friends, family, and people online, kind of misread that. They think that I'm fasting from beer, and then they do that double take. Only beer? You got to be kidding me. But it's like any other liquid fast, and it's not a drunk fest. You're doing it in moderation, and you're getting your vitamin and mineral intake at the same time. And so it's not so much a weight loss deal for me, although I typically lose around 40 pounds each time. I do it for other reasons. But yeah, no, it's become this annual affair now. I've done the beer virgin for the last three years. Yeah.
So, did you have any problems when you did this?
No, I guess it's kind of silly to say I'm a 40-day plus fasting expert. You know what to expect. You know your body well, even as you get older and your body changes. You know what you need to do to protect muscle mass and bone density, and the type of supplementation you need. So yeah, the first week or so, when you smell food, you're just, craving it. The hunger pangs are great. But then there's this switch where the smelling of food actually satisfies you. You're like, oh, great! I feel fulfilled. I feel like I just had my steak and potatoes just because I'm smelling it cooking for somebody else. So yeah, it's an interesting phenomenon. Let's just say that. And I haven't drunk a lot of Guinness since coming off of the fast, as you can imagine. But I never got sick of it. good old easy drinker, and still enjoying it, even though I lived off of it for a 46-day period.
When you were done, what was the first thing you did when the fast was over? What did you like? What did you eat?
Well, gosh, a lot of people were asking me during the fast, of course, hey, what are you craving, food wise? And my stock answer really was, I was craving my Colorado craft beers more than I was craving food. The last day of the fast was the Colorado Collaboration Beer Festival. Couple hundred breweries that had all gotten together and made some everything from the traditional to the wild and crazy. And so I actually broke the fast at a festival, and got to try a bunch of different beers. Didn't eat until the next day. But it's more than a 46-day fast, let's just say that, because you have to start off with the bone broth, and you're adding in the steamed vegetables, and you kind of step it up.
So you're going to do it again, I'm assuming?
Next year, I'm gonna do it again and limit it to the six, traditional Munich breweries. I figured that the
Okay.
Paulaner monks back in the day, they weren't just drinking their own stuff; they were trading it with the other five local breweries that all existed in the 1600s, also. So yeah, I'm just going to do it again, but with some more variety than just Guinness only, but limiting it to what was probably experienced by those friars, those monks of the time.
Oh, that's a really, really cool idea. So you're going to get even more kind of historically accurate.
Yes, correct.
Well, you did mention your other quests. You did 365 breweries in 365 days. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, that was right after the COVID lockdowns. And so a friend and I went out with the idea of supporting as many breweries as we could in one day. And so we went to five. Then we said, hey, how about we do 30 in 30 days? And we got that done in a week and a half. Hey, how about 100 in 100 days? We got that done in just over a month. I mean, again, there's a lot of breweries here in Colorado, so that was easy to do. Also did some trips to other states. And actually, the hardest part of that quest, when my friend dropped off early, but when I made it 365 in 365 days, was I finished 2 weeks early, and so I had a 2 week period at the end of that 365-day period where I did not visit a new brewery, and so it was actually harder to abstain from going to another brewery. So I didn't want it to be 367 or whatever in a year. I wanted it to be nicely 365 in 1 year. Yeah, crazy, but I'm enjoying it. It's all a labor of love, and enjoy sharing it with people.
Well, Paul, I want to thank you for coming on the show, and I wish you best of luck on your quests in the next coming years. Thank you very much for having a drink with me.
Hey, thank you, Jeff. Appreciate
All
it.
right. Thank you.
Cheers.